Hello and welcome back to another Commander video. Because that's right, Magic is just Commander now. Haven't played a whole lot of Commander recently. I've kind of just took a back seat and not played a lot for about 2 months actually. But I'm kind of back on the hype a little bit. I've been planning to build this deck for quite some time. I'm starting to build it in paper too. I've got a Russian foil sketch Sythis, which is pretty hot. It's Enchantress. I mean, what do you want me to say? There's like 19 non-creature enchantments. There's like another 10 or 11 creature enchantments. The enchantment count isn't hugely high. There's a lot of utility in here. Our win cons are going to be like outvaluing our opponent. This is not a super powerful deck. It's not EDH. It's not even like Tattoo over levels of like an 8 or a 9 or a 10. It's probably good. I'd say maybe a 7 on my... who fucking knows when it comes to this numbering system, right? I mean, one of our main win conditions will be playing Sun Titan and winning because of style points. Because Sun Titan is not a competitive nor optimal EDH choice, but I play it because he's a fucking lad. And then the other option is really the main win con is Aetherflux Reservoir, because we gain a load of life off of Sythis. Every enchantment we cast is 1 life, and Aetherflux Reservoir gains us life for kind of storming off. This is an early iteration of the deck. This is just me throwing together enchantments that I wanted to play with and things I wanted to play with. Is it the end? Is it the ending, position? No, fuck no, is it? I don't even own a Serra Sanctum RL. Maybe I'll just proxy the fucking thing because they're too expensive now. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget these videos are brought to you by channelfireable.com. There'll be a link in the description below. Use the code Kenobi at checkout to help support the channel. And beyond that, let's play some fucking Magic. I have won the die roll because I'm fucking good at Magic. We have a hand that can cast Sythis, has a Course of Crofix and a crop rotation for Serra Sanctum. This seems pretty decent. Our opponents are on Joda Archmage Eternal, Old Gnawbone, who I think I rated as a fucking boring in my tier list, and Karth the Lion, who has a lot of text on him. What does it even say? Whenever it enters a battlefield or planeswalker you control dies, look at the top 7 cards of your library, reveal a planeswalker, yada yada yada. Things cost 1 less loyalty. It's just Planeswalker Tribal. We'll go for a basic forest and we will pass. Savannah from Joda and nothing else. I just decided to pass the turn tapping. I haven't played Commander on Modo for maybe 2 months at this point, just because I took a break from EDH and chill. So I forgot that's what we should be doing. It just makes life a lot fucking easier. Wishing my opponents good luck and have fun. And our old Gnawbone opponent has played Nykthos Shrine to Nyx, which makes sense because they're, big mono green, probably big mono green ramp with permanents in play. With a Bloom Campus from our Planeswalker friend, we have drawn a Strip Mine. We're not going to reveal that just yet. I'm just going to slam an Arcane Signet for now and get our ramp on. Commander Sphere next turn. We can even use the Arcane Signet to cast Crop Rotation in response to a Strip Mine if our opponents were so inclined. Steam Vents Shocked in from Joda. Farseek from Joda. Makes sense. You got to get all your 5 colours when you're playing 5 colour Doctor Strange. More lands from our opponents here, and we've got a Sakura Tribe Elder coming out of Karth the Lion. Immediately sacked. No fucking about. We're just going to cast a Course of Crofix here, find a land on top and play it, and then we know the top card is going to be a Ghostly Prison, and we pass the turn to our opponents. Jungle Shrine Tat from Joda. So we've got a few, I say budget lands. Honestly, when your mana base is 5 mana or 5 colour, I don't hate playing these, so I wouldn't say they're strictly budget, but of course, Triomes are better, but Triomes you don't have in the Shards colours. Castle Garenbrig from our mono green ramp opponent. We have somebody who likes the channel, so that's cool. That's Joda, so I'll remember not to be mean to Joda, but I can still be mean to Old Gnawbone and Karth. 3 visits from our Karth opponent. Wood Elves from our opponent on Karth again. All the ramp, all the time. We're still setting up here. I want to resolve this Commander Sphere, but I also want to play Sythis. Oh, wow. That's a Sanctum on top. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's going to ramp us by 2. I think I do it. And I'll play Sythis. Cast the Serra Sanctum. We gain a life here. And then we just use Parallax Wave to protect the Sythis, because we can put it under the Parallax Wave. This draws our Plea of Guidance, which is a 7 mana... go and draw, well, 6 mana, go and draw some stuff. Parallax Wave come into play. And now we can choose to put Sythis under it if they try and kill Sythis, which we don't want them to do, obviously. And we're going to slap the... no, we're not actually. We're not going to make any enemies. No one has said anything about the Serra Sanctum yet. Normally someone says something when you play a Serra Sanctum or a Gaia's Cradle. Never a Tolarian Academy, though. Well, actually, they probably do, because that would be cheating. Secure Tribe Elder from our Jodo opponent, Sleepy Mage. If we can get this Nyxbloom Ancient online alongside a powered up Sarah Sanctum, we're going to have so much mana. As whether or not they kill Sythis before them, but we can protect her, like I said, with Parallax Wave. They're going to Broken Bond our Parallax Wave. Now, bearing in mind, Sythis is when you cast an enchantment, so putting the Courser under it doesn't actually do anything. Broken Bond does leave Sythis open to any removal from our Karth opponent, which is a shame, but I guess we just let that happen. Now, of course, they could have Broken Bonded our Courser or our Sythis, but we would have just put it under the Parallax Wave by removing a counter and absorbing it into the wave. Parallax Wave is literally one of my favourite Magic cards of all time because you get to reset ETBs a lot. It's pretty good. Garruk's Uprising is whenever it enters the battlefield, control creature of power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creature control of trample. When a creature of power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, you draw a card. That's a lot of card draw in mono green. Not sure if I'm keen on that. I might have to strip mine this Castle Garenbrig, honestly. That might be where we're at soon. They cast Karth, which when it ETBs they get to look at the top 7, right? I read it out earlier. But it's just there's so much text on every Magic card now. Top 7 they get to look at. They get to reveal a Planeswalker. It's cool. It's very cool in green-black. It's not something you see very often. It's like not really part of green-black's card identity per se. As in this Voice of Zendika, they make a plant. We untap and we draw the Eidolon of Countless Battles. Now we can draw the tutor by casting an instant or so, an enchantment, and then we can get the Enlightened Tutor, activate it to go get an enchantment, and then we can cast another enchantment to get the card of top. So that's a relatively reasonable sort of combo, if you will. Now I don't know if I want to screw over the mono green player too much, but like their creatures having trample and drawing them cards is pretty fucking strong. So I think I'm going to strip mine something. That said, we aren't really looking to get attacked much, so I think actually just casting enchantments might be perfectly reasonable as well. We don't have to upset people just yet. So we're going to draw a card and gain a life of Ghostly Prison, which was the tutor. We find a land on top which we can play. So we're just going to play it, get deeper into our deck. We find Privileged Position, which is a pretty good Magic card. Make 3 white mana off of Sarah Sanctum here to cast this sphere. I really want to cast Privileged Position soon, so I guess I don't want to... Oh, Misty Reinforce taps for black because there's an Urborg in play. That's pretty gas. We're going to play Commander Sphere. I don't want to shuffle the Privileged Position away. We're going to tap for black, white, and just play the Eidolon of Countless Battles just to get the Privileged Position into our hand for next turn. There's an Opalescence there as well, which is each other non-aura enchantment is a creature in addition to its other types, and has base power and toughness each equal to its mana value, so we can like nuke people's lands with it and stuff. It's also a combo with Parallax Wave, although Parallax Wave is gone at the moment. We have crop rotation to go get Hall of Heliod. So that could be pretty decent. If we do Hall of Heliod, get back Parallax Wave, that plus Opalescence allows us to infinitely loop ETBs and create some value somewhere. Selvala, Heart of the Wilds, which is going to give card draw to the other green player, because they're going to play big fatties. So Selvala gives you a card if you play the biggest creature currently in play at the time. Now, just for the record, I haven't played Opalescence plus Parallax Wave as a combo before. So if I do try and get out that line, I will probably fuck it up. But that's part of the fun. I won't be playing Opalescence out until we can do something really good with it, because turning all of our enchantments into creatures like Ghostly Prison and stuff isn't great if they have a Languish or a Damnation out of this deck or a Wrath of God out of the Joda deck. So I don't really want to get all my enchantments blown up with a Wrath. I'm going to crack open my Ghostly Prison, which is a bit fucking rude, but we'll allow it. We'll allow it. They're probably just firing off all these enchantment hate cards for value. Broken Bond giving them a land, and crack open giving them a treasure. And I guess the other two players don't really have anything to shoot. Now, Karth seems to have the best board presence in terms of being very ramped and having ways to kill my commander, unfortunately. I'm going to draw a card and gain a life instead of killing my commander. I'm perfectly fine with that. They will obviously use it to kill Nyxbloom Ancient next turn. So if we get to untap here, we get to slam a land, play a Nyxbloom Ancient, and tap Sarah Sanctum for 9. Well, no, for 12, because we have a lot of enchantments in, but that's pretty strong. So we're going to draw the Opalescence here, find some of the Dryads on top. So we're going to play this Verdant Catacombs. That'll gain us a life. Play Nyxbloom Ancient, trigger, gain a life, draw a card. We draw a card off Selvala as well, because this is the biggest thing, this 5/5. Oh, that's hot. Tap this for like, how much? 12 mana. Play Privileged Position, and this will allow us to cast Enlightened Tutor as well, because, so we cast this now, we've got 7 mana in pool. Oh, it resolved. I wanted to hold priority and cast Enlightened Tutor. That was silly. That was very, very silly. 7 mana, what do we do with it? I guess we just plea for guidance then. Plea for guidance. Do we have a 1 mana white enchantment? Do we have land tax in our deck? I hope we do. We literally have no 1 mana removal. We don't need to, like... well, we have Path to Exile towards the Plowshares, but that doesn't count. Okay, what do we even want here? I'm going to grab Starfield of Nyx and Smothering Tithe, and we have a Savannah on top of our library. We have 1 white mana, so we're just going to use it with Enlightened Shooter. And this allows us to get another enchantment and put on top of our library, so we're drawing it next turn. Probably Aetherflux Reservoir at this point. We're just going to go real deep with what we can do. They all know it's on top too. So we're like immune to removal if Privileged Position like sticks around. Just discard Opalescence here, I don't really care. The mono green player has fired off 2 destroy enchantment effects already, so let's hope they don't have any more. We probably are looking like Public Enemy number 1 though, is probably the problem here. They cast Joda. Now, Joda is good here for allowing them to cast spells, like, you know, for 5 mana that cost like normally 1,000, but they only have 2 mana up. Savannah does tap for how much though? Oh, another 4. So they do have 5 mana here to cast anything they want. This might be an Ulamog or similar, which will get rid of our Privileged Position and open us up to getting wrecked, which is a shame. Oh, that's way worse than an Ulamog, because we just lose everything. On the upside, they have to lose the Ugin if they want to get rid of the next Mage, which they probably will. And it makes us not Public Enemy number 1. So that's a reset. That's a board wipe. In some ways, I wish I had a sack outlet for enchantments. I don't even know if there are good sack outlets for enchantments. I need to look into that for the deck. Migration's Path from the mono green deck. Okay, they've sufficiently ramped now. They've got Castle Garenbrig next turn, plus enough mana to activate it, plus another 3. So they'll have 9 mana next turn. 10 mana with the treasure, right? It's a lot. That's all I'm saying. I'm no math scientist, but it's a fucking lot. Terezat Zoom of Booms. Fuck, I forget what this does. Create 0/1 black thrall tokens, okay. Sacrifice another creature or planeswalker if you do draw 2 cards, then draw another card if the sacrifice permanent was a commander, and -10 gain control of everybody's commanders. And put all commanders with the commands on the battlefield under your control. Wow, 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 yep. I remember people wanting this banned initially, because people are strange. Commander players are strange. Magic players are stranger. That's some cool fucking art though. Look at that thrall. Now my aim this turn is just to draw more cards, I think. So I guess I'm going to go cast Sythis. I want to draw cards and make mana. That's basically my plan. There's a Sythis. And then play a Foothills. We can tap for Smothering Tithe here, or we can play a land, sack a land, get a white source, play Smothering Tithe, have 2 white mana open. Doesn't seem that great, honestly. I guess I strip mine the Garenbrig. Get that out of here. And then we're going to go... Oh, I sacked my Misty Rainforest when I meant to actually just tap it. Never mind. Savannah. And we're going to play Smothering Tithe and go with that. Draw a card. We've got Nykthos Paragon. It's just a big old body. It's just a big old body. Actually, I think I misread this card. I put this into the deck, because whenever you gain life, you may put that +1 count on each creature. You could... Oh, it's each creature. It is what I thought. I not only thought I misread it during deck construction, I thought I'd misread it then. Bearing in mind, obviously, you only get to pump your whole team by 1 once every turn off of Sythis. Do you pay the 2, my friend? Do you pay the fucking 2? You do not. Oh, it feels good. I haven't resolved a Smothering Tithe in fucking ages. Because I haven't played a lot of Commander lately. That's the Joda. 4/3 Joda. I'm probably going to Songs of Dryad the Joda. Is that mean? Is that unfair? What's going on here? I think that's the most enchantment. Enchantress always looks like it's having so much fun. I think that's most enchantment decks, though. It's harder to get rid of them. With Aetherflux, we might have to call this game. Well, maybe not. Maybe I bought us time, or maybe Vince spites me for 50. No, I'm not spiting anyone for 50. That Ugin play was sweet. It's old Gnawbone. Luckily, it doesn't have haste. I mean, green gets a lot, but doesn't have haste right now. 1-time no concordant crossroads, please. I guess them just hitting us for 7, making 7 treasures wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it wouldn't be great. We've so far got 2 treasures out of our Smothering Tithe. Oh, absolute daggers. Absolute brutality. The Calf player just paid for Smothering Tithe because they've ramped so hard. That's quite upsetting. Here comes a Vraska Relic Seeker. Probably to kill my Sythis, I'd imagine. I'll be very upset if they do. Very upset if I do. They're going to kill Smothering Tithe. Okay, that makes a lot more sense, actually. Now, I want a Song of the Dryad the Joda, but I might have to just Song of Dryad Tevash. He's got another turn to deal with it. I guess I could shoot it with Aetherflux Reservoir, but that seems a little bit excessive. We drew all that glitters. Okay. I'm going to cast the Damway's Call and let's go have a look for what we want to grab here. We could grab like Celestial Archon and just bestow it and start going wild, killing Planeswalkers. The problem is that leaves Joda for a turn, and Joda being around last time really screwed me. So I guess I don't do that just yet. I'll grab Sanctum Weaver instead, and I will cast it. We draw a Krosan Grip, which will be useful at some point. We'll crack the Catacombs. Pay 3 for Song of Dryads. We're going to put it on Joda. I guess Sythis being pumped up would have stopped Norbone from attacking us, I guess. There is that. 3 white mana for a Messer Enchantress. No. No, what we're going to do is we're going to play Foothills. We can play Aetherflux Reservoir, cast Crop Rotation, gain some life, and just shoot someone off the table. That is one option here. I mean, I didn't come here not to blast people, right? So I guess we're going to make 4 mana for an Aetherflux Reservoir. Sacrifice this going back down to 49. I probably could have done that a little bit tighter, honestly. Green mana for a Crop Rotation, sacking this forest. We're going to gain a load of life here. Grab a Nykthos, I guess. And then do I just shoot Norbones out of the sky? Because if I shoot... I want to shoot this Zat player, but... we'll keep it in our back pocket so we can just shoot someone there if they attack me. I'm going to Rattlesnake them as well. Because obviously if they come at me with anything, we can just dome them and kill them. So if Norbone comes at us, we just kill them. So we keep Norbone away from us. It will give them 7 mana though. The fact this is instant speed is kind of wild, isn't it? Maybe it's... yeah. It's strong. Strong in this particular circumstance. What is this? Gonna upkeep, create a black pest token. Oh, it's the green-black legendary dragon from Strixhaven. Pay 10 life and tap all lands you control. Whoa. Whoa, okay. So he's free the first turn you play him if you're up for paying 10 lands. 10 life. Okay, they go to 28 and untap all their lands. Chromatic Orrery, okay. They have 5 cards in hand still as well, so that 5 mana could be something scary. What's it going to be? Just a Cultivate. Okay, that's not terrible. Basic Forest from them, they just got off the Cultivate. Nature's Law again, ramping. Half of Commander is just ramping, isn't it? I've been doing it. Everybody else has been doing it. Everybody's doing it. That's no excuse. But everybody's doing it. Oh, they get a pest every turn? It's basically that Dryad thing, that Tend to Shoot Dryad, Verdant Force. That's cool. I don't think I ever read this card during spoiler season or played in any format. Isn't that interesting? That's where Magic's got to now, where you just can't read everything. It's fucking impossible. They better not attack me, I'm going to have to shoot them. Oh, okay then. Well, I guess I'm just going to shoot them dead. Yeah, I'm going to shoot them dead. Go to 4. Hope they can't make themselves hexproof. You forced my hand. Can you become hexproof?
Headshot.
Nope. Oh, that's so funny. The mad lad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 4 life isn't a lot, I will admit. But as long as Reservoir survives, we can gain a lot of life next turn. These thralls can't attack us. There is a fear that they just slam, like, I don't know, some sort of overrun style effect and we just die here because we can block 2 of them. Oh boy. Okay, that doesn't kill us, but it's not good. Because each player sacrificing 2 creatures means we lose Sythis. Now, they might tick up. They might... wow. No, because they don't want us to have this mana and card draw, right? That would be insane. So ticking down seems almost objectively correct, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh. Kill my Reservoir. Okay. So, if they kill my Reservoir, kill Sythis, this is lethal. Which means I've got to somehow... I've got to cast Sythis, play 1 singular spell, but they'll untap with a pest as well. Don't tick down... I really don't want them to tick down the Liliana now that they've killed my beloved Aetherflux Reservoir. Rico said they had to put me below 50 so they didn't all die, and that's fair. That's taking one for the table because you don't want me to win is fair enough. I wouldn't want me to win either. I'm a bastard. So they cast cards, they look at the top cards of their library, they've put Garrick into their hand, which is pretty decent. They're going to make everyone sacrifice 2 creatures. It's pretty rough. How dare they? This opponent has been interacting with me massively by like making me sack things. So yeah, that's unfortunate, shall we say. Tell me in the comment section if you think me just like, you know, headshotting the oh, I saw the word hand and I got scared. It's because it's called the Harvest Hand. Headshotting the Norbone player was wrong. Or is that what you would have done? Out of spite? Out of good play? Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. So I am dead at the moment, I think, because they make a 1-1 on my turn, they untap. We can go to 5 life, we can block the 1-1, take 4, go to 1. And then this Terrazat just steals my commander, giving me no blockers and I die to cast on the attack. So I've got to do something special. We drew a Path of Ancestry, which is not exciting. Let's cast our 6 mana commander. Let's sack our Commander Sphere to draw a card to give us some more information. We drew a Satyr Enchanter, which is not an enchantment, frustratingly. We're going to cast All That Glitters. For some reason, it didn't let me do that by cracking the treasure first. Let's try that again. Okay, we got a body. We've got a body. What do we do now? What do we do now? Oh, that Terrazat's going to steal my Sythis, and it's got the enchantment on it. That's not good. So we can play a Sun Petal Grove. We have access to 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. So you can play another blocker. That's nice. Why did I get... Did I just get too much mana? Am I being an idiot? Okay, I'm not even faking a Path to Exile here because of how I've tapped horribly. Okay, let's pass to our opponent then. Who also, by the way, beyond all this, has got pay turn and untap their lands. They've got double mana next turn, plus the Chromatic Orrery. I think what I was presenting with the Aetherflux Reservoir was very much a distraction for the rest of the table. Dealing with it was correct, and obviously the Vraska on board could have dealt with it. Just old Norbone forced my hand. I couldn't allow such a display of unchecked hostility, of disrespect like that. But now, I'm pretty sure that Sleeping Mage just wins. Right? It's very unlikely they don't win here. Well, okay, they're losing life and drawing cards by shocking a Temple Garden. That seems very good. I really like Vrillis. There's like a discount Grizzle brand that's actually legal in the format. That's nice. And by Vrillis, I mean Villis. Oh boy! Praetor's Council. They get to put Ugin back in their hand. They get to untap all their lands now and just cast an Ugin. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am very dead now. Oh wow. When they pay 10 life to untap their stuff, they just drew 10 cards. Oh wow. Oh wow, 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 wow. So just playing an Ugin here and down taking by 3 would make me dead. No, it wouldn't make me dead because the pest would survive, would die as well. So I can only get hit for 4 here. There is the Ugin. I guess the real like top level player of this game would have never have been to play the Aetherflux Reservoir because it just tipped my hand too much and upsets everyone, right? And then by upsets, I don't mean legitimately upsets. I mean causes them to want to kill us all. So Ugin down takes by 6, which just exiles everything, including all the Pokemon, the Planeswalkers in Mahigi's board, in the Karth board. It also brings back Joda untapped because it got rid of the enchantment. Do they hit me for 4 here? Do they hit me for 4? No, they hit Mickey instead. But it's all coming up. PleasantKenobi lives to untap one more time. I mean, I would have untapped anyway beyond 5, but this is an interesting game of Commander. But I guess, yeah, like I was saying, the correct line, the correct sequence would have been not to have the Aetherflux Reservoir in play. That's going to make people attack me. And that's not what I should be doing. I should be trying to hide my intentions. Like, you know, like a character in Game of Thrones, but with less prostitution and incest. Our next turn looks absolutely fucking shocking. Like, I don't think we're going to do anything bar player 0-2 and pass the turn and Croatian Grip something out of spite. Damnation. Okay, that does leave an Ugin in play, but we aren't dead to it, so that's good. They could pay 10 life here, untap their lands, draw 10 cards, and go from there. If I were there, I probably would. Nah, not living life dangerously enough, honestly. How are we still in this fucking game? What is going on? Peer Imaginative Rascal, allowing them to, well, shuffle their deck. They can't go and get Toothy, because Toothy is in blue. You can't play Toothy in your green-black EDH deck. This just allows them to put more counters on Planeswalkers when they activate them. They're perfectly reasonable, including this style of deck. Garrick the Primal Hunter. Okay, this is going to make a 3-3, yep. Well, we're pretty dead to a bolt from the Ugin plus an attack from the Beast. Although I guess we'll have a blocker from a Messer Enchantress. Garrick ultimates next turn to make a 6/6 green worm token for each land that they control. So that's pretty scary. We can play the Enchantress. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana to play the Nixos Paragon or the Starfield of Nyx. We draw a card of the Messer Enchantress trigger and we get Teferi's Protection, which would be good if we had the mana for it, but we do not. Do they have like a... Oh dear. Enlightened Shooter from the Joda player. Okay. We have a whopping 1 white mana open. Let's pretend we got Plowshares or Path by just not doing anything with it. They'll never see it coming. The imaginary path. They can't see it because it doesn't exist. It's invisible. It's illusory. Illusory. It's a word. Look it up. Nerd. For the record, Light and Shooter went and got them Omniscience, which they can cast, by the way. And they have 17 cards in hand. I'm going to gulp audibly in chat. So they cast an Omniscience, they cast an Elesh Norn, everything has died. Here's an archetype of Endurance for free. Jin-Kataxis, mean we're discarding our whole hand. I'm going to spook them by tapping this Serrae Sanctum now. I love Jin-Kataxis. I think I love Jin-Kataxis more than Elesh Norn. It feels more oppressive, but in a way that isn't like... Vorinclex is the most oppressive in EDH, in my opinion. Vorinclex is the one that like punishes the person that deals with it, and that really pisses me off. But Elesh Norn only really damages creature. What the fuck just happened? I think they conceded. Well, we're going to untap with no cards in hand, and we're going to win. Are you ready? Comment section. To be amazed. I'm going to spook them. Okay, we're going to make white mana. We should have done that before then to really spook them. And then we're just going to untap. I'm going to accuse my opponent of cowardice. Even though it's very obvious that we've lost. There is a fucking Jin-Kataxis in play. They've just drawn 7 cards. They have an Ugin, an Omniscient, and Elesh Norn. And everything is fucking hexproof to add insult to injury. We're going to untap and draw. What does this do? What does this even do? I put it in my deck and I can't remember. I can O-ring something, right? Okay, let's try and do the stuff. So let's go green, white. Hang on. What can I do here? Here's an interesting thing. If you phase out, do you have to discard the hand size? I don't think I do. Starfield of Nyx. Path of Ancestry. We're 1 mana off Croson Gripping. That's annoying. Okay, we're gonna peace out for a turn because we have to. And hope we don't develop their board too far, honestly. Maybe we can get them to deck themselves. Maybe that's our game plan. Oh, don't have a counter spell. Don't do this to me. Sleepy Mage, you're meant to be a fan of the channel. Don't do this. Not like... Oh, baby. They're cycling Savia Triome. Okay. Oh, right. We got another turn. Oh. Even though I do not exist, MTGO wants me to discard 2 hand size. I think that is a bug. Unsure. Avacyn, okay. Animatu's Augury, exile top 8 cards of your library. You may put a land card from onto the battlefield and tend to return each non-land card type. You may cast a spell with that type from among them, and they're also fucking free because of Omniscience. Maelstrom Archangel, okay. Swiftfoot Bouteilles, okay. Rise of the Dark Realms. So they steal all my creatures from my bin. But that shouldn't work because I'm not here. That's a bug too. Oh wait. Actually, my graveyard is there. I'm unsure if that should work. I guess actually, yeah. So, Rise of the Dark Realms doesn't say all graveyards from... Our opponent draws 7 cards of Jin-Kataxis. We draw our last card for the game, probably. It's got to be something pretty impressive now. Even if Wrath of God doesn't do it because they have an Avacyn. So what are we going to grab out of our graveyard? As my dogs go absolutely wild over nothing. I guess we can grab a Parallax Wave, which allows us to actually neuter some of their creatures. So they get a 1/1 pest from their thing. We get an Opalescence. A Parallax Wave, sorry, not an Opalescence. And we draw an Exploration. So I'm going to cast my Sythis one last time. So let's go Nykthos, 5 white. Cast our Sythis. Should have used Path of Ancestry there for the scry. Man. Oh, Elesh Norn. Whoops. Should have exiled Norn first. My bad. Well, that does really screw over our turn. We don't even have a chance to go for a draw now. Like, we're going to get 1 draw out of it and see what we can get. This taps for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now this costs like 10. Of course, there's hexproof. Derp. So what could I have done? I could have gone for the pig? No, the pig attacks with true too. So yeah, we couldn't have done anything. Right, goodbye Nykthos Paragon. GG, well played. Good game. Good game, Sleepy Mage. I hope you've enjoyed this little ditty. I say little ditty, it's probably quite long at this point. That was a little bit of Sythis. We had some fun, didn't we? And then, yeah, the Omniscient Zero deck did what Omniscient Zero decks kind of do. If you want a link to the deck list, it'll be in the description below. Thank you for watching. And until next time, be good to one another. Ta-ta for now.